This is a Headgum original.
That was Casey's voice.
Put your phone away.
Put your phones away.
Put your phone away. This is crazy. The energy in the room is less
Combative.
Well, I gotta find. Where's the clapping button? Is it on the other soundboard?
There is two separate
There's
ones
two
for some reason.
separate soundboards.
What's that?
There's the what's that?
That's you.
That's me. There we go. Hey,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
This is so good.
This is easy.
Everyone's recording everything.
Yeah, video's recording, audio's recording.
Sam is here.
Sam is here.
Okay, so to explain to you what's happening.
Yeah. And the audience.
At once, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, so leave this in. Don't cut this out. Geoff fucked up the video again
Last week. That's when it said Anya forgot to record the video.
It did, but I wasn't even in the room.
So it was.
And in
that
fact,
was
when I
his
came
sort
in,
of cheeky,
it
sort
was
of
cute.
snide
Yeah.
aside to you.
When I came in, I said, Geoff, are you recording video?
Yeah, which we have on audio.
We do.
Yeah, and so we have the moment of realization.
Yeah, you can't see his face and the shame, but it happened off camera, and then
Correct.
we were on camera shortly after.
Correct.
And so after that, we thought maybe we take Geoff off video as a punishment. We have our lovely new engineer, Sam. Maybe we teach Sam how to do it. Geoff learns his lesson, maybe watches a pro in action. Even like someone we're just onboarding is kind of better than someone who's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
You're talking about live video engineering or like editing the video after the fact?
Engineering.
Okay.
Sam
so
was
like
gonna be the
while we're
engineer.
recording, we need somebody other than Geoff.
To just press the record button,
Yeah.
really. And I kind of told Geoff we were doing this, and obviously was like, it's all in good fun. It's all
Yeah.
good. But like, how do you feel about this? And he was like, that sounds great. Let's do it.
Okay.
And then a couple days later, he was like, I have COVID.
Oh, interesting. You think that's related?
And so now he's not here. And we need an episode this week because we don't have enough banked,
I see.
which is something I push for a lot.
Very nice.
And we're
Thank
always kind of
you.
not happening. It's not happening for us.
So this is the
Anyway.
first episode without Geoff.
Ever?
I think so. Of
That's
the
great.
Headgum
That's
podcast.
crazy.
Isn't
I
that
can't
true?
believe we've never
That's
Thought to do that.
crazy.
Yeah.
Get it again with the white.
So Casey's showing Sam how to live edit and use a soundboard
Yeah,
at the
this
same time.
isn't how you'll normally be doing this job, is with all these soundboard buttons.
Well,
But-
Geoff would still be in charge of the soundboard, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, Geoff likes to just have like a bunch of levers and buttons that
Yeah.
he's pressing at
Yeah.
all times. As we saw in last week's episode, he'll just. It doesn't matter if he's recording. He's just like, I gotta be pressing the buttons.
Yes.
That
Like
does feel good.
Like a
Yeah.
kid with ADD, just like give me a bunch of buttons,
Yeah.
put me in the cockpit, and let me know which button does
It's
what.
like his fidget spinner is the little
yeah, exactly.
switcher.
So do you imagine in the
But-
future when Geoff is feeling better, Sam is still here? Or that's all TBD?
That ultimately, I guess, as a supervising producer, it's up to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be like, let's just teach Geoff a lesson. Let's show Geoff how it can be done while also onboarding Sam
Yeah, I see.
to the network
2 for 1.
shows.
Now it's a 3 for 1 because we're recording without Geoff. Sam is still here learning,
Yep.
but never met Geoff. Sam, have you ever met Geoff?
I've not met Geoff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know anything
You
about
guys
this
have
show?
a similar vibe, so that's good.
Yeah, you
Do
guys
you
both
think
have
he
long hair.
Could be a replacement?
As a host or as an engineer?
Both.
Yeah, probably. It seems to be an easy job, and honestly, the less qualified you are, the better. So even if you don't know anything, that's sort of the vibe
My hair
of the
position
show.
is GEO.
Right. Which is crazy because Geoff is often like, I need whatever X amount of time to, I can't do this last minute episode because I need to prepare.
Right.
And I'm never really sure. And I know he has like segments, but
But does he really? Because sometimes the segment is to just talk.
it's just a waxing episode.
Actually, speaking of segments, can we play the Bond of the Week theme?
Oh, yeah, 1 second. Here we go. Bond of the Week!
That's good. Yeah.
That's good. We actually learned last time that Casey's a good
Replacement.
impersonator.
Yes, a
So
surrogate.
maybe-
We did all my best ones.
Trump?
Well, maybe you're
Trump-
Jeff's replacement.
We love it, folks, don't
Yes. Yes. And you did
we?
Pacino.
It's gonna be great.
You did
It's
Pacino.
gonna be great.
Now do it as
Pacino.
Geoff.
It's gonna be great.
That's good.
That's really nasally
So
for
it's
Geoff.
Geoff
but-
as Trump,
yeah.
as Pacino.
What was the one you did earlier today? Oh, you did. You did
I did an
RFK
impression?
doing a JFK quote.
No, I did. That was a Slack message.
Yeah, but I want to
I
hear
didn't
it.
do the
I wanna
impression.
hear it.
I didn't really do a great RFK, but it's basically like that. It's basically
But
like
do the
he's
do the quote.
So the quote, which was pretty fucking clever, have you known the context, which
Yeah.
is Jeff's name in Slack is Brown Jordan, spelled
I didn't know we were gonna get into
Geor.
this. Okay.
Because you have to know that.
Right, from a couple episodes back, he kept talking about this furniture company,
Called Brown Jordan. So he made his name on Slack Brown, Geordan.
Of course.
So you then refer to him as Brown. Just Brown. Like,
Just
hey,
Brown.
Brown has COVID.
It's his first name on Slack.
Yeah, Brown has COVID, blah, blah, blah. We can't have Brown today. You guys want to record without Brown. And then,
Right.
and then we were like, maybe we can do Geoff, a.k.a. Brown, a favor by recording without him, because then he doesn't have to, like, muster the energy to record and host a show
Yeah.
while he's sick, because we need something for Friday. Today's
Yeah.
Monday. So then I said, instead of as a JFK voice, I said in an RFK voice, ask not what Brown can do for you, ask what you can do for Brown. Which is the UPS slogan mixed with a JFK quote. What can Brown do for you?
Wow.
You didn't get that level to it.
No.
Casey, did you get that?
I did get it, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
okay.
Wow.
What could Brown do for
That's
you?
really good.
Yeah, maybe it did trigger some part of your brain. You're like,
Right,
okay, this does
right.
make sense.
But can you do it for us in the RFK
That's
voice?
what I've been waiting for, which I know is unfair as a person who I would never do an impression on the record.
So
but-
I can't quite do an RFK voice, but recently I did figure out that I do a very good Bernie Sanders.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so I'll preface this with I can't talk forever, but I can do like a few choice things that he does sound like, and you can give me something like, okay, Bernie Sanders is where, and then I'll try to do it.
Okay, Bernie Sanders is here on the Headgum podcast.
Okay, look, you got two options when you're doing the voice. Okay, option number one, you talk very syncopato. That's one. Number two, that's all I got.
Okay, and that's really good.
It always starts with, okay, look, basically, number one. That's number one. Number two. And then he's always listing stuff.
That's pretty good. I
Yeah.
think you need to drop it down.
Two.
You need to drop it down. a
Drop
little bit.
it down to
Somewhere,
two.
Casey,
somewhere
you're
down
really
there.
good.
You have to
One.
do it a little bit down
A
there.
little slower.
I will
fine.
say
Okay,
a little
that's good.
anti-Semitic when
Look.
Casey does it,
Yeah,
but
because he's
fine
not
for you
Jewish,
to do.
yeah.
Exactly.
Which is why I shouldn't do the RFK voice. You can only impersonate, number one, you can only impersonate voices of the religion that you are impersonating. That's number one. Number two, okay, look, like that.
I think you can impersonate the Kennedys for the record, but
Really?
that's fine. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm gonna give you carte blanche on that.
Carte blanche from Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my Bond of the Week, which is Bernie Sanders.
No way.
Bondy Sanders. He's
That's
a
crazy.
sprightly 81 and feeling really good.
I thought he was
Okay.
older. No.
I think he just appears older, but his mentals are there. I
That's
think
cool.
he's actually Trump's age. I think he's 78. Don't double verify.
I'm gonna
that.
verify.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he is older because
think he's
of the
older.
talk of him running.
Running.
Being 3 years older than
Yeah.
Right, right.
He'd be too old.
Danny DeVito turns 80 today.
Whoa.
I saw him. I
Happy
was out to
birthday,
dinner with him the other day.
Danny.
He wasn't with me, but I was there and he was there.
Where?
Kismet down the street.
Wow.
Yeah.
DeVito.
I watched him walk by the restaurant, and then an employee went to go out and get him, but he was like so far away. And then I watched him wander back, and then realized he needed to go inside.
He's the one who seems like he's not 80 years old. He seems like he's still like 60. He's
agree.
like yelling and active and moving fast.
Bernie is 83.
Wow, way older than
Yeah.
that. Okay. I was way off. 83. Holy
That could
smokes.
be Bond of the Week.
Yeah, I still want to
More
be
like
Bond of the Week.
letdown of the week. Am I right?
Why?
Why?
Oh, because he constantly moves to the center, even though he shouldn't.
Oh, you're disappointed in Bernie is what you mean. Not that he would be disappointing as Bond.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I think he would kill it as Bond, but I think he's disappointing me as a senator.
I see. For a state that you don't live in.
Right, but he is working
Yeah.
across the aisle in ways that I think he doesn't have to. He can be like the one guy that doesn't,
Okay,
but he
cool.
refuses to.
Okay. Who's your Bond?
Danny DeVito.
That's awesome.
Let's see him in there. A little tiny Bond.
Bunch of octogenarian Bond suggestions today.
That would be cool.
An old Bond.
What's her name? Isn't it?
Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
How old
I
is
thought Judi
Helen?
Dench was in it.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I
I
think it's Judi Dench.
Helen Mirren's in Mission Impossible.
I don't think so.
That's fine. Bond of the week, Casey?
I'm trying to think of an old person that would be a good Bond of the week to just stay in
On theme,
that's
nice.
On theme. Let's go with Samuel L. Jackson.
Wow, how old is he?
He's older than you think.
Really? I
What
would
do you
say
think?
69.
Oh, older than that.
Yeah?
Really? Oh, he's in his 70s.
I want to say pushing 80.
Jeez Louise, I don't think so.
75.
Whoa, yeah.
Right in the
Hey,
middle.
he's about to start pushing 80.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to start pushing.
He's 5 years from pushing 80, but still 75. That's a really nice 75.
Yeah.
Granted,
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a long time, but he seems to be doing great. I see him in Capital One ads, and he seems like he's still
Yeah.
kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess not all 78 to 85-year-olds are created equal is what we're learning today.
Yeah, but it's also like not really. I saw a tweet the other day about how good Anthony Kiedis looks for his age, and he did a lot of things that were bad for his body.
He's 78, right?
He's like 60.
No.
Yes.
Kiedis.
Yes.
He's
Kiedis.
60 and he's also like dating a teenager.
I
Is
know.
he?
Let's not get into age gap discourse because I
17?
will get
Yeah,
canceled.
like 18 or 19 or something.
No,
They're
they're in their
still
early
teen at
20s.
the
They're in their
end of
20s.
their
They're in their early 20s.
age.
Let's not.
You love Red Hot. You love the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Right, sorry. Yeah, my friend calls them the Red Hot Chili Brothers, which I think is funny.
It's like Mario Brothers.
Anna. You know Anna, Sam. Sam and I are old friends.
Oh, is that how Sam got connected through you?
Mm-hmm. I've actually known Sam since he was a teen.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Funny as a
cool.
baby.
Oh my God.
And then 20 years later, you get to shadow Casey as he engineers this podcast. That's right.
For
Nice.
this, maybe.
So, Sam, this episode seems kind of disjointed, but this is, if anything, more cohesive than an actual episode of the Headgum
Well, I've
podcast.
listened.
Oh, okay, so you're
Have
caught
you?
up.
I
Yeah.
listened to last week's episode.
In preparation for this. That's actually doing your homework, and that's why you're such a good employee.
Yeah. But I will say I do feel more of the weight of the uncomfortableness because Geoff isn't here.
I
Jeff
know.
usually acts as like a emotional shield for us that when something isn't going well, I don't feel ashamed.
Because you can just push it onto him.
Yeah, I'm like, this is Jeff's fault. But
I
now,
will
like,
say it
when
is-
things are stilted, I feel like personally responsible a little bit.
There is like this like warm positivity in this is the positivity episode.
Yeah.
Like usually I'm like this. Like I'm very like waiting
On
for
edge.
someone to
I
say
do
something.
constantly feel like if I'm on the show, it takes me a second to get into it because I'm like, what is he going to do?
Right.
What angle
Anything
is
is
he
possible.
coming
Who's he
from?
coming for today? Is
Yeah,
it me
yeah,
or is
yeah.
it my neighbor?
Exactly.
And I hope it's my neighbor and I'm going to pile on.
Yeah.
No, we support each other, but it's still very like aggressive in a way that I can't.
It's always like a 1-on-3, 2-on-2, and that dynamic is constantly shifting throughout the show.
which is actually the one good thing about the show.
Yes.
That's kind of cool to me.
It's sort of Survivor-esque. We're like making mini alliances every minute.
Right. I will say, I think I might have even said this on the show, is like, I don't guest on shows very often. I'm usually behind the desk. But
Yeah.
when the Doughboys asked me to be on a Doughboys Patreon episode,
Whoa.
I like came in, I was like, I'm really nervous. I was like, I'm really on edge.
When was that?
It
It's
actually,
out this week.
it's out this week, coincidentally,
When did you record it?
months ago. No idea what I
Months.
said. I was a different person then.
What was you browned out? You brown Jordaned out. What
Yeah.
was the topic?
It was a 1 hour episode, so I'd gotten that timer that was supposed to count up, but it only counted down, you know, that's on my desk now.
Yeah.
And so we had the idea that
Oh yeah,
we
I
would
totally forgot. That's what we did.
we like started at an hour and counted down, and when it got to 0, the episode was over.
Okay, so that's just how they timed the episode. I was curious as to what the episode was about.
That was just kind of and then we just talked.
It's kind of a wax episode.
Which
Oh,
was
interesting.
Interesting because I was like, oh, everyone's being so nice to me.
Yeah.
And they're still being funny.
It felt like the Headgum podcast, but positive.
It was just like a regular podcast, just like every other I was like, right, it's not always scary to be a guest on a podcast. It's actually usually
that's
normal.
just this and the Hollywood Handbook, guys. Yeah. You should go on Hollywood Handbook now to offset the good juju that you felt during Doughboys.
I will never do that. Okay. Yeah, it's okay.
What if they start the countdown at 30 minutes?
No, I went on for 5 minutes once and I wanted to kill myself. So. Great show. I'm not an improviser. I can't hold it. Like,
Yeah,
I think they called me in.
It's a 60-minute bit.
They called me in for a 5-minute thing, and the 2 guests were Clea Duvall and Jason Mantzoukas. And I was like, well, I'm not really sure what my role is here.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to play it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to go back to work.
I usually default to try to just be the straight man. Be like, what do you guys want? You tell me. And then I feel like very like supporting their characters by not doing a character at all.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't doing a character.
How did you feel when David Cross brought you on stage during his live show and talked about what you were wearing?
It was very a nice thing for him to have done that. I think he was trying to be nice and cool.
Yeah.
And I like David. I do think there was no joke and he's kind of always doing a bit, and I think he was being earnest.
Right.
And I think he didn't know what to do with that. Tim Heidecker had no idea what was going on or why I was there, and the audience was like waiting for like like something, and I was extremely uncomfortable.
Got it.
But it was fun. It was just funny because I was like, he's being earnest, but I know he does not know where this is gonna go, and then he like said something mean about my shoes, which my mom brings up constantly. She's like, that guy that said the thing about your shoes.
Did she listen to the podcast, or did you send her that part?
I sent her the whole thing because she asked about it. Yeah.
Cool.
And so now she hates David Cross, but we're good friends.
Yeah.
No problems.
David Cross interviewing your mom could be a good episode.
My mom is one of the funniest people to live.
Is her last name also Kanevskaya?
Yeah, it's a long story, but she just goes by Kanevsky. It's like a Russian.
Yeah.
It's not translation.
You adjust
thing.
your last name based on where you are in the family or something.
It's actually based on your gender.
But you and your mother, I want to say,
I know,
are the
but she was
same.
like, let's be normal. Let's be American. We all have the same last name. And then a lot of my paperwork had the other one. And so I've just always gone with the other one. Is that
interesting?
Is that interesting?
And now you just go by Anya Zero.
And now, kind of government-wise, that's what I do. Yeah.
Cool.
Which Sam doesn't even. I don't even know how that started. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. That's usually when this happens. No, usually what would have happened here is that.
Oh shit! I thought if I pressed it again, it would stop, but it just starts it over.
Yeah.
How do I get out of here?
We're learning on the fly.
I thought.
There we go. There we go.
What would have happened on a regular episode is that Geoff would have played that soundbite of "Shut the fuck up, your time for talking is over," because I've just talked for so long.
Wait, I saw that one. Here it is.
You've reached your limit on talking.
That's
Shut the fuck up.
the wrap it up. Yeah,
That's good.
he would have done that for sure.
Look,
a while
I've got
ago.
something to get to here.
Huh? What?
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?
He needs a commercial break.
I don't think this.
We're not recording, actually.
Finally, someone who fully understands the plight of Brown Jordan.
This is for this to be Brown Jordan's like vindication.
Yeah.
would be a
Well,
horror.
we
Then we
are
can't release it.
recording, but the producer camera got unplugged somehow.
Okay. But to Geoff's defense, it does go to show you that there's a lot of moving pieces. To do that and hosting is kind of
Casey noticed right away, though.
yeah. That was
No,
good.
yeah. See, I
No, just a no.
immediately saw that this camera was off.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of this is staying in the episode, but
People love the peek behind the curtain.
where's that?
Everybody, let's get into it. Get stoned, get started.
Sorry, I don't know how to stop it except pressing the other button. Anyway, I'm trying to be Geoff for a minute.
No, I
here.
love it.
Trying to be Geoff on the show.
That's
Okay.
good.
And it's time to get into a segment.
Called?
Okay.
Slaw or nah?
No, no way, dude.
This was pitched earlier, and I said that's actually really good.
I was telling Geoff it's really easy to come up with these segments. Just do slaw or nah and look at pictures of coleslaw.
Did
or
you do
not.
it?
No, give me a second.
Okay.
He's gonna.
We have
This is
plenty of
another
time.
thing Geoff does, which is sort of live produce a segment instead of prepare for it. Like now, Casey's Google's image searching.
Yeah.
Which is kind of exciting in its
Coleslaw.
own way.
Yeah. It's either coleslaw
And-
or it's something completely not coleslaw. Or is it like stuff that looks like coleslaw?
Maybe it's the type because
We're
sometimes
gonna
there's like
figure it out
broccoli
as we
slaw.
go.
There's broccoli slaw. There's
Oh, different types of slaw.
coleslaw.
Yeah.
Screen record it. Or... Let's see. What's the best way we could do this?
Honestly, an episode that's mostly us sitting in silence would be so nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go with slaw.
This one's
All
gotta
right.
be slaw.
Sam, for when you're editing, just Google coleslaw
Okay.
and put that in.
They're all slaw.
Would any of you eat this slaw or not?
Oh, it's not,
eat it?
this is good. This is good. We're never asked our opinion.
How is that any better than image?
It's not.
Yeah, but at least it's faster.
Or like we get to. It feels more possible to answer.
Yeah, and it's also like more listenable. Like if usually the visual stuff doesn't work if you're just listening to the show.
And even if you're watching, you're looking. People look at two different types of white goop, and they have to say if it's ranch or not. Like
Right.
that's not great.
Yeah.
So this, I
Yeah.
get to tell you what I think about these different kinds of slaw.
They all
I'm
look good to
having
me.
fun.
Yeah, a lot of them
All
look
of them?
like Chinese chicken salads. Is that safe to say?
They look like slaw to me. I'm gonna be honest.
They look like slaw to me.
I'm gonna be slawnist.
So here's a question:
Yeah.
vinegary or mayo-y slaw?
Ooh.
None. I hate all slaw.
You hate slaw, and
Yeah.
this was your segment.
Get it off my plate.
You
What
don't want
about
any
slaw?
slaw.
I'm not on slaw.
What about a slaw in a sandwich?
Like a turkey sandwich
yeah.
with slaw in it. That's
Yeah.
good. And Swiss.
Yeah, kind of sweet.
Sometimes, like I wouldn't want it to be the vinegary one. Like, because if slaw in a sandwich, if it's vinegary, I feel like it wets everything down. I'm starting to, the bread's getting soggy.
Yeah.
It's more of a mess.
Yeah.
And it's stressing me out. And I'm
Yeah.
enjoying the sandwich less because of this.
But it's a nice compliment to like salty barbecue too. It's like a nice
Sure.
way to just like separate the bites. A palate cleanser, I think.
I mean, yeah, like not to really out myself as extremely Slavic,
Nice.
but I fucking love slaw. I love cabbage in any form, and slaw is like kind of actually number one. I don't like cooked cabbage that much.
So sometimes cabbage is purple and sometimes it's green. Is that how it works?
Yeah, that is how it
So like
works.
coleslaw can be purple or a green.
Yeah.
And you just don't know until it arrives.
Yeah.
There's no like indication.
I don't think they tell you.
Is there any other food that's like could be so vastly
Potatoes.
aesthetically different? But if they're like potatoes, they never like here's purple mashed potatoes.
Yes,
it would say
sometimes.
purple mashed potatoes.
Well, you don't know if they're going to use red bliss or regular. Sometimes they tell you, sometimes they don't.
Mashed red potatoes?
You've never had mashed red bliss potatoes?
No. And I've never been served that at a restaurant.
That's crazy.
Sight unseen. They tell you the color. With slaw, it could be anything.
I know it can be one of two things.
Yeah, but still, purple or green, those are name two more diametrically opposed colors than that. Maybe red and fucking white.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Kind of like potatoes.
Oh, yeah. Casey, commercial break.
I'm looking for the button. I can't find it.
Sam, are you learning a lot? Or?
Sam's actually learning. He's becoming dumber by being in this room. Oh, yeah.
We're back.
Everybody, get into it.
I know that
Get
button.
stupid.
I think you should do as many as you can, remember?
Remember?
Yeah. That one.
What's that? That was the Casey. What's that?
I know, you're so lucky you got your own sound.
My
Casey.
favorite position is GEO.
I know that one.
My favorite position is GEO.
Who's that?
I think that's
I
Cat.
thought it was you.
I think it's Kat
Sounds like
Cohen.
me. Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like something she would say.
My favorite position is GEO. Oh, what's another one?
There's
What else?
What else?
what
is
else?
there?
Stretch.
Oh, the that one sucks.
There's one here called Goofy Car Horn.
Oh yeah.
We don't use that one very often. It's so loud. It goes on forever.
Oh, and there's also I woke up there and knew the garden. That's a good one.
This is killing me. Best segment ever. Do more. Do more. Do
I'm
more.
gonna miss Geoff.
He's not dead, I don't
Oh,
think.
yeah, I guess that's cool too.
I actually don't want to joke
feeling
about
better.
that.
Yeah,
Did he say he was feeling better?
he did.
Good.
That's good. When someone gets COVID, do you still ask them how they got it? Like, are you still interested in that kind of thing, or is
I
it
don't-
sort of like,
He could have gone anywhere at any time,
yeah, everyone's sort
We don't
of
give a
living
fuck.
their lives at this point?
which is wrong. But what else are you gonna do?
Any other classics that we're forgetting? Casey, what do you see?
What's that?
Any other classics we're
Oh my
forgetting?
god, he just said his own sound.
Oh, what's that?
Correct.
Really
Yeah,
good.
That one's good.
What are there's so many on there?
Major key alert.
That's
He
a
does
good
Major key
key
alert.
That one's huge.
one. Yeah.
You know, it is kind of difficult to try and press all these buttons at the same time and run the show, and also teach Sam how to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So today's major key alert is believe in yourself.
Because ultimately it is kind of easy. Do you have a newfound appreciation for Geoff or a newfound displeasure for him?
Wow, good question.
Yeah, it's a good question because appreciation, I don't know if that's ever the right word to use for Geoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And it's not like
yeah.
we don't have sympathy for Geoff. We always have sympathy for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, you can, one, ask for help, two, figure it out.
You could get in 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, get in a
I
little
just found
earlier.
a whole bunch of other buttons.
Oh my
I bet
God.
the throw to break is right in there.
Let's see. You guys can keep podcasting.
All right,
Look.
and that's no problem. I
there
kind of wasn't
anything
sure.
else that
I didn't
comes
want
to
to
mind?
interrupt the sound effect.
Yeah. The metal hitting the thing. Isn't there a loud fart?
Oh, there is. I don't like
did
that
play
one.
the
A fart in
fart.
an empty room.
Don't tell Sam about that one.
It's fine. Farting is totally
I'm
natural.
not trying. I do have something to say,
About farting?
and it is antagonistic.
Okay.
Your shoes have a hole in them.
Yeah, I've been playing tennis in these Ultra Boosts, and they get like torn to shreds. And I'm due for a new pair. But yeah.
Surely, you could afford a new one.
Yeah, I can afford it. It's just a laziness thing. It's like, okay, I got to go down, go to Adidas, figuring out which one I want. But I am due for
Just
a new
get the
one.
same ones. They look nice.
I do. All my shoes are this type of shoe, the Ultra Boost. They're just in different shapes and sizes.
Different sizes.
I found the metal pipe.
That's huge. Wait, this we need to explore.
Same size, yeah, same size. Different like color varieties.
Okay.
Like some of them
'Cause
are
I
all
was like,
blue. some
I
of them
thought
are
that was a
black and
cool
white.
thing. Like
This
some
is my
days
loudest version of them.
you
as
wear
can
bigger
see,
shoes than
getting
others.
Destroyed, yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. It's gonna happen.
I only wear Adidas also
Let's see.
That's
You're wearing
not
Crocs
true.
right now.
for sneakers.
Oh, I was gonna. I'm looking at your.
No,
right
these
now.
are platform Crocs, but sneakers I only wear Adidas because I'm Slavic, which we've said already. Which is
Cold
why I
Slavic.
like cabbage
Yep.
and potatoes.
Do any of you have a segment we could do?
Jesus.
Interesting.
I kind of liked Amir impersonating sound effects. That was a cool thing.
Yeah, that was good. I've been doing a lot of impressions on the show between the Bernie and the every sound effect so far.
Do you have anything you need? Do you have druthers you need to get out?
Druthers. Oh,
We don't know what music he plays for that.
this
though.
one's very specific, but the other day my car navigation was doing that thing in LA where it tells you to get off the highway and it's like, actually, never mind, get back on the highway. It's like it's telling you to get off on the exit lane and stay on the highway. It's not, instead of just telling you to like maintain on the 10 east, it'll be like get off at Hoover, and then when it splits off into getting off and getting back on, it's like get back on. So it's like constantly having me dodge in and out of lanes. Where I'm like, I'm just staying on the 10, and there's no way to find out what the next few steps will be on my GPS because it's just the actual map part. So it shows me the next move, which is to fake get off and then get back on. At one point, it had me fully getting off the highway only to get back on the highway. Has that ever happened to you guys?
Yeah.
It's insane.
And the name of this segment is Drive or Thrive.
That's good.
I guess thrive. But like, I wish there was an option to be like, if I'm just staying on the fucking highway, I don't need to shave off seconds at a time by veering off and getting off the highway and then getting back on the highway, because it's like micro differences in time. I'm going to be making that up in just staying in the lane that I'm already in.
Which app is doing this to you?
This one was Google Maps.
Interesting.
What do you use?
Google Maps.
There you go.
But I don't ever drive on the 10, I guess. I don't really know where the 10 is.
I don't even know if it's the 10 specifically. It's
The
just
10
like
goes
LA highways.
east-west, right?
Yeah, it goes from here to Santa Monica, basically.
Yeah, I don't go there. I kind of go Eagle Rock to Silver
But
Lake
it
and back.
sometimes does that on the 101 downtown, where it's like, where it's like all downtown exits.
That's a very
4th
stressful.
Street.
I don't like it over there.
And then it goes, so it'll be like Google Maps will be like, yes, all downtown exits. So I'm like veering off. It's like, okay, great, back on the highway. I'm like, I was already on the highway.
It's crazy.
And you told me to fucking get off the highway.
It's crazy.
They think that the one lane to the right is faster for some reason.
I have a question. So I wasn't here for the original Druthers, which I think was Marika's.
Yes.
But I feel like every time we do it here, it's always car related. Is that on purpose?
Well, I've only done one other Druthers before, and it was car related.
And then
'cause that's
Casey's
where I
was
do
car
most of my thinking.
related as well.
Yeah, probably. If I had to guess what my druthers.
It was car
Well,
related. I don't remember what
probably
it
car
was. But I
related.
remember thinking then, I suppose druthers have to be about cars. But then I got to have my druthers, which was about the paint color of the walls. Or no, it wasn't about that, actually. It was about everyone giving me feedback about the studio redecoration that I didn't ask for.
Yeah. So how does that work when you decide to redecorate the studio? Is it like, I think this is wrong and I'm going to do it, or you get feedback?
I
and
think
you're
this
like,
is
okay, let me
wrong
attack
and
it?
I'm going to do it. I
Yeah.
certainly don't think that.
But
oh,
how do
you
you-
mean everything else? It was wrong?
Yeah, or how do you make adjustments to the studio? Is it all inside your head, or are you getting feedback from other people?
Well, we have like a team. Casey and I are a team.
Anya and I talk about it.
So is there anything
We bring
right
in
now?
Allie and Marika.
Oh, interesting.
Katie,
Katie.
perhaps.
Yeah. And then is there anything that you think is next in terms of the studio as it is right now? I don't have a design eye, so I'm not alluding to anything.
I have like a long wish list of things, and it's like, we try to save up studio money for like things we have to we need to replace
Tech
these
stuff.
lights and stuff. But then we have like our little. Every once in a while, we go, okay, let's make some fun additions to the studio. Let's get some new props. Let's get some new lamps. Something
and is
like
it just
that.
to refresh for the fun of it, or is it like stuff that you think could be better?
There is a long list of things I think could be better. And here's the thing: I don't need anyone's feedback on that.
Interesting.
Well, that's not true. I would be open to hearing from people. No, that's not true. I take it back. I don't want to hear anything. It's not that I'm not open to other people's opinions. I just don't think what I learned actually in redesigning these studios with Casey was that you can't design by committee. I think I said this.
Because everybody has
Everybody
a
has
different
an
opinion.
opinion, yeah.
So it's like these are 10 different opinions. Honestly, what I do sometimes is ask the person who's most likely to complain. Because then
Geoff.
it's like that person is involved, and now it's like, okay, I've limited that person's complaint.
And here's the thing: I would have talked to Geoff about it if he was being sincere, and if it wasn't the day that we were painting. Like the paint was here, the painters were here, the furniture was moved out. We were painting, and he
Yeah.
was like, "I don't know about this color," and I
That's
said,
hard.
"The train's already left the station. Like
Yeah.
we're doing this."
Okay, another interior design question.
Great.
How is the TV that I gave you holding up in your house?
It's great. It's huge. It's great.
You said it was too big for the space,
Yeah, we moved some stuff around.
and now it fits the space
And
fine enough.
yeah, because like we will do anything for the big TV. That's kind of how
Yeah, that's
some
the
men
centerpiece.
operate.
Yeah.
Not all men, but some men operate
Hashtag
that
not
way.
all men.
Yeah,
Do you mount or did you put on the cabinet?
put on.
Are you guys mounters or putter-oners?
I put it on.
Stand.
I put it on the stand on top of the media console.
Yeah.
Because why am I going to drill another hole in the wall? That
Yeah,
I'm
we're
renting?
renters.
Yeah.
Can't be mounting when you're renting.
Yeah.
You can be, but it's a risk.
Because it could
Yeah.
go down.
Although, how do you guys feel about like the need to cover up the TV? Like, do you feel that that's important?
Well, that's why I got a frame TV, which is why I
Of
was able
course.
to give you my last TV. The TV as art makes it so I don't have to cover it up.
I don't cover it up because I never have anybody over. It's my fortress of solitude.
Yeah.
Zero
So,
people?
My parents, when they came to visit, they came over, but I never host.
Was there a sound effect that we missed?
I switched cameras.
I can't tell if you switched to a close up of yourself doing this or me, whatever face I was just making.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, have I ever invited any of you over?
Well, I've never invited you over.
because I was friends with your old roommate. Same
That's
apartment,
true,
right?
That's true. And even then, I wasn't hanging out with you.
That's right. I was
in
in
the
your
room.
roommate. Yep.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
We all have separate kind of lines crossing in friendship history. That's crazy.
That's true.
Interesting.
And Casey and I worked together like in 2005.
2008.
2008. Unrelated to my middle school friend who then ended up living with Casey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Small world. I
It
like
really
that.
is.
And I like that. This is the positivity episode. I like when it's a small world when all the same people know each other. It's nice.
What do you think
It's
of
comforting.
the title idea I had for this episode?
Best episode ever, volume 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just best episode ever.
Number 1. I think that's good. And the fans will love that. I don't know how Geoff's going to feel about this one. We're definitely like laughing less, like there's less bits, and I think it's good that we leave room for that so that he still feels like he's needed here.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of just having a nice time talking.
I can already see the comments in my mind's eye on YouTube, which are like the sarcastic ones will be like, finally an episode without Geoff.
Right.
This is amazing. This is the best episode ever. Best
Right.
No
episode
Geoff,
ever."
but also no Marika.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then some people will be like, in all honesty, you do kind of miss Geoff. Like, I
Right.
do appreciate the fact that he's there. And now, like, that he's gone, I never, we took it for granted. We don't know what it's got till it's gone.
Right. And what if he's never
Both-
coming back?
Both of them are right. That's the
know.
beautiful part about democracy. Like,
And then there's going to be a couple mean ones.
yeah, there'll be mean ones.
Wow, these
about-
people are so boring.
Yeah, or maybe
I can't
about
believe
our
they
zits.
Don't.
Don't. Do not. What?
Don't
we all
talk
have a
about
zit.
adult acne on the pod. Suddenly Geoff's gone and we talk about our most vulnerable. Like, no. I was just feeling comfortable.
We can all have one zit, and it doesn't have to be acne, right? Or is acne literally one zit?
Square rectangle kind of thing, I think.
Yeah, all zits are acne, but all acne are zits for sure.
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 Sam, what do you think?
Yes. It is loud.
I think the title should be Cabbage Kanevskaya.
Oh, from onion Kanevskaya to cabbage Kanevskaya.
I actually feel bullied by both of those.
You can pick on me now.
No, that's fine. That's kind of what we expect from
What
behind the
about
producer desk.
onion cabbage Skaya?
There's something there for sure. We're definitely punching it up.
Onion doesn't not belong in coleslaw.
Did I tell that story last time? Is that why? I don't even remember that. Did I tell the story about my friend who called me Onion?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah, that'll happen. I didn't know I'd said that out loud.
That's good stuff.
That's what actually I remember from my Doughboys episode is that they kept asking me about like food things, and every one of them I kind of like led back to some kind of food related trauma. I was like, yeah, one time when I was little, I cried in a McDonald's. Like it was like constant. They try to like talk about food in general, and I was bringing it to a very dark place.
Yeah.
So if you subscribe to the Doughboys Patreon,
Okay.
You get to hear
That's
that.
this week. So it's out
Tomorrow.
by the time people listen to this. What do
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
think of calling Geoff as a segment? We can call him,
Great.
tell him about the episode.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward, because he might not pick up.
I think he knows this is happening. Let's
But he
see.
doesn't know we don't know how sick he is. Maybe he's resting or something.
You think I should text first?
No, I think you should just send him a FaceTime. Because if you text, there's a chance he might not see it for an hour.
You think FaceTime,
Oh, yeah,
not
don't
call?
Text him.
Yeah, straight to FaceTime.
He answers my texts, but that's because he's scared of
Quickly?
me. Yeah.
Oh, I guess you could text. But we might as well go straight to FaceTime.
FaceTime, okay.
Let's get put it really close to them. Yeah, that's perfect. You can move your head.
He's going to ignore.
Classic.
The FaceTime's kind of a big commitment. Like, what if he's like in bed, like,
That's fine. We don't have to see him. We just have to hear him.
but you said FaceTime.
Yeah. Just for extra instant joy. We FaceTimed him during our Chicago show. He picked up.
Oh, that's cool. How was that?
It was good.
Yeah, he's not doing it.
No.
Should we record a video and send it to him?
Okay.
Countdown.
Hey, Geoff. Amir here. We're really struggling. We had no idea how difficult creating the show is, and Psych! Best episode ever! Best episode ever! Best episode
was easy.
ever!
That
Nobody
was
else
easy.
is joining
That
in.
was easy. That was easy.
That was easy is another good one.
Oh, we have the that was easy button out there. I could have brought it in. We needed more props, I think. More to,
Yeah. That was easy is a good one. It's like a live soundboard.
yeah.
That was my best idea for a segment. Now I'm sort of at a loss.
Well, we are getting towards the end of the episode.
Wow.
And
There's got to be something
there's
else.
got to be something else.
There's got to be something else. There's got to be a game or a number. If Geoff calls back, will your phone ring?
He's not going to call back.
I'd hate for it to be on
Here.
silent mode.
I'll let him know what we're doing.
Okay.
We really need you, buddy.
Maybe he's just not.
Should I just read his
it possible?
text to me? Is that a good segment?
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be totally okay with that.
All right, this next segment is called Geoff's Tefs.
Is his text to me?
It's good. Jack's oh, the dial-up noise.
Yeah. Yeah, so tell us what he texted you.
Jack's,
Happy birthday. That was on my birthday.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Got him.
1 p.m. works great. Exclamation point.
Okay. We were hoping for something.
Yeah,
a little
I think
juicier.
we all thought that you were having some kind of conversation with him.
Let me check my
Just
email.
sounds like
Are you almost ready? That was when I was late last week.
Oh, here's one.
That's it.
Geoff
kinda-
texted me the day after we FaceTimed him during the live show.
Okay, great. See, he doesn't do bits with me, and this is going to be a bit. This is going to be funny.
So he texted me out of the blue. Yeah, he's definitely scraping the bottom of the barrel. He called me during a live show, LOL, for a show called Segments, and they seem to be devoid of them. And I said, it's Amir. And he goes, Cohen, I know. I'm texting you. And I said, Blumenfeld. And he said, ... Hey, man, great show. Pretty good bit.
That's really good. Why doesn't he do bits with me?
I think he doesn't trust you to joke along, and he thinks that you'll just read his texts on camera instead. Here's another one. Hey, do you think SE Cup is Zami? Which is something he's tweeted before. It's
What's
sort of-
SE Cup?
Yeah, she's a New York Times columnist.
Wonder if she'll cover the show.
I'm back in LA. It's hard to kind of realize that my problems follow me wherever I go. New York, LA, it's all ... isolated and dumb me. I'm actually the loneliest when I'm around others, if you care to know.
What did you respond?
I said, just start editing the podcast, because he was late on editing of this podcast. And he goes, I am. What else we
Those
got?
kind of come out of the blue?
Yeah,
or...
those come out of the blue.
Okay.
And
And
then
do you
sometimes
guys ever-
sometimes I'll text him out of the blue too. Like, for example, on November 1st, Friday, I said, the one mildly interesting thing about you is that you've been living in New York, and that's coming to an end. Bye, sucker. Then on the 2nd, I said bump, because he did not respond. And he said, oh yeah, sorry, I'm having a ton of fun. What's up? And I said, fuck.
Do you guys ever text earnestly about anything?
No.
Have you ever talked earnestly about anything? Always a
No.
bit.
Yeah.
That's exhausting. That's a lot of work.
In a way, but also opening up to somebody is a lot of work. So, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Here's
Plugs?
Oh, right. I'm Blumenfeld on Instagram.
Oh my God, you just remembered. Radio Free Anya on Instagram. What do I need to plug? Definitely some shows coming out soon, and you should listen to them / watch them. Sam, plugs?
Plugs.
You want to do your own plugs?
Sure.
Is your band have any shows coming up?
Yeah, we got one on the 15th of December at Genghis Cohen.
That's
Whoa.
pretty good.
Band's called Guck.
GUK.
G-U-C-K.
Great.
And a
You know
record
who's a
coming
big
out.
fan? Nick Weiger.
I know. I got to share this single with him, actually.
Yeah.
Did he know the band before he started working on it?
No, Sam engineered some Get Played episodes, and then Weiger immediately looked up Guck and was like, "This is my stuff."
Wow.
Yeah.
We did a deep dive. It was cool.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Good guy, Weiger.
Yeah.
What's your band's handle?
At Guck Band.
And
And
now
what's-
what's your hands bandle?
At Buck Gand.
Good
That's
man.
pretty fast. That's really good.
You're hired.
Yeah. Casey plugs.
Go to CaseyMakesMovies.com. Watch some movies that I've made.
Good stuff.
And
Oh, my Venmo, Anya Konevskaya.
and Anya's
I'm
Venmo.
saving up for a house.
And you're going to do it one Venmo at a time?
It's been working.
Really?
Yeah, I've got enough for 1/1000th of a down payment.
That's still $2,900. That's really good.
Yeah.
Here's a request for people listening. Kind of as a fun jab / aside, refresh this page if you're watching on YouTube, and that'll artificially inflate the numbers so that when people look for the most watched episode of the Headgum podcast,
That's good.
It's this one.
Definitely send this one to all your friends.
Yeah.
But also drop some get well soons, Jeff, in the chat.
Yeah,
or
I'm sure
whatever.
it'll be fine by Friday, but that couldn't
That'd
hurt
be nice.
either. But really refresh.
I don't think he was super excited for us to do this without him. It seemed like he was hurt.
Yeah, he was like, give it a shot, but we'll see what happens.
So I
Well,
guess
the show must go on.
Yeah, what's the alternative? Not having an episode at all?
that would be worse. Instead, what we have is the best episode.
Best episode ever.
Ever.
Best episode ever. And no one is joining
No,
us.
you're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Best episode
That was
ever.
easy. That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
I think we probably should do like 5 or 10 more minutes, honestly. I think I
really?
called it too early.
Shortest episode ever?
That's really hard to come back from.
You're going to cut this, I'm sure.
Oh, that's the end of the episode.
That was a Headgum original.